Alright, y'all, what's up? It's your boy Romance, coming through with another episode of The World According to Romance. Today, this one's by request. It's going to be a short one today. It's the Tartarus versus Tartaria. Now, what the hell does that word mean, and where does it come from? This is by request from my boy William Hartnett, guy from Bethlehem that is into some really good music and come see my band once in a while. So I'm gonna send this out to you, Billy. Tartarus was originally one of the Titans, and the Titans ruled the universe before the gods did. The gods are, of course, Greek, Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Hades, Vesta, or Hestia in Greek, and then there's one more girl god I'm forgetting. Ceres, maybe. Ceres is the goddess of the grain, the one who got her daughter snatched up by Hades. Anyway, Tartar was the one of the Titans, and he was the god. He lived in a giant pit underneath the ground. At first, he was one of the fighters on the face of the earth, but he also had a giant pit underneath the ground, and it was guarded by a dragon. Cronus, who was the leader of the Titans, gave him a dragon. When Cronus got cast down by Zeus, it was in Tartar. Once the gods won, Zeus locked up all of the Titans in Tartarus, and basically after that point on, it becomes Tartarus becomes like a federal detention center. There was Hades, okay? There was a place where everyone went when they died, okay? And you're in Greek myth, okay? That was Hades, and you were judged there. And if you lived a good life, you were kind of sent to different parts of Hades. There was a nice part of Hades. There was a part that was a mansion, and then there was a part that was fields, and then there was a part that was almost like hell. And Tartarus was connected it was underneath Hades, and there was different parts of Tartarus and Hades that connected. And Hades could also control parts of Tartarus. Anyway, but yeah, if you did something, if you were a mortal who did something against the gods, then you got sent to Tartarus. So that existed in Greek myths. Now, and that was ancient Greece. We're talking that Tartarus was believed in probably from about 1000 to 0 A.D. In about 500 A.D., okay, in Eastern Asia, Southern Siberia, and butting up against Northern China, was basically several tribes of what we now refer to as Mongols. Were one of the first and definitely the closest tribes. There was one called the Merkits. The Mongols was just one of the tribes, and then there was another tribe that was the closest to the Great Wall, or part of. They were big, and there was they were very close to the Chinese. Okay, and the Chinese they classified them in 3 different types of Tartars. There was white Tartars, were the ones who lived closest to the Great Wall. This was around the time where the Great Wall was built, because they kept getting attacked. China did. And so white Tartars were the ones who were most civilized, and basically were just farmers on the other side of the wall, but they were ethnic Tartars. Then there were black Tartars who lived in a little further away in what's now Mongolia, and they were less civilized and more belligerent. And then there were there was the what the hell was the name of it? White Tartars, there was black Tartars, And then there was the heathen Tartars that lived really far north. They were cannibals. They didn't even have leaders. They were like led by shamans and shit like that. They were really, really uncivilized. So those were the classifications. And eventually, once between 500 and like the Mongols really rose from like 1100 to 1200 A.D. During that point, the Chinese already were calling everybody from Mongolia Tartars, okay, and everyone who the Mongols would go on to conquer almost all the world. They had the biggest empire. I'm going to be doing a series on them soon. In fact, this request is what spawned me wanting, like, my research on the Tartars made me want to do a series on the Mongols. But everywhere the Mongols went, everyone kept calling them Tartars. Like, somehow word got around, I guess, like the Hindus and like people in like the Eastern Middle East Khanates, I guess, or like the furthest like Islamic people that were furthest east all started calling them Tartars because they traded with the Chinese, who called them Tartars. Eventually, like China, like the Mongols would end up sacking. They sacked China. Okay, they sacked India. They sacked most of the Middle East, and then they went into what's now Russia, and even into Europe. They hit Poland. They hit like what's now Hungary and shit like that. So they when they came into Russia, the Russians were already calling them Tartars, and they were already they knew about Tartaria in ancient Greece, and they felt that the Mongols must have come from Tartarus itself, from the depths of hell. So it made sense that they called them, and Europeans would forever and anon, all the way up until like the 1800 and 1900, till pretty much the modern age, they refer to anyone from Mongol as Tartars. Now they are, and there is an actual race of Tartars, and again, they did exist. They were a people. It's just that they weren't all of the Mongols. In fact, that was one sure way. Like, if you wanted to piss off Mongol or Genghis Khan, like, if you referred to them as Mongols, that would set them off. They would fuck you up for doing that. But there's actually a Tartarstan. There's a country called Tartarstan today. There is an ethnicity of Tartars still out there. But they have nothing to do with the depths of hell, and they have nothing to do with ancient Greece. Those two terms got twisted. So, that's my show today on Tartarus. It goes out to my boy Billy Hartnett. Everybody have a great day. Please like me on, this is going on YouTube. Please go to YouTube. Please help me out and go to YouTube and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Yes, do it on Facebook too. Do them both, but definitely YouTube is what's going to get us up and out of here. YouTube is what's going to elevate me to have enough juice to run for mayor of Allentown. When I run for mayor of Allentown, I institute democracy. And you know what I mean? Like, there is no me being mayor or holding power. There's an app that I'm going to make everyone get on their phone. It's called Democracy USA or some shit like that. I'm going to have JT Loper design it for me, and we're going to have democracy. Like, everything that I do as mayor will be voted on by the people. I won't make any decisions myself. That'll institute democracy. In Allentown, Pennsylvania, or Bethlehem, whichever one I can run for mayor first, will then have democracy, and this will spread like a virus across the rest of the world. So for that to happen, I need you to go on the YouTube and, believe it or not, subscribe, and then we'll institute democracy from there. All right, have a great day. Peace.